Yes, my people, welcome back to EMGM Sports. How is everyone doing? Listen, we're on the road to 600 subs and you can help us get there as quick as possible. So go ahead, like the videos, drop a comment, and if you're new to the channel, please subscribe because that's how you're going to help us to grow. It doesn't cost you anything, so go ahead and do that now. But listen, let's go back to the 22nd of February. Last Saturday, Beterbiev versus Bivol, the rematch. We already know what happened in that fight. Bivol came out victorious. He's the undisputed champ in the light heavyweight division. But there's another fight. There's one fight that's gone under the radar. No one's talking about it. Very controversial. And I'm going to be honest, he left a bad taste in my mouth. And that's Hamzah Sheeraz versus Carlos Adames. How on earth was that fight a draw? How the hell did Carlos Adames not win that fight? That was a blatant robbery. Come on, man. Spare us. Cut me out. I don't want to hear it. And no one is talking about it, man. Like, it's just gone quiet. Like, no one cares. Listen, that was a robbery, man. Never in a million years was that fight in any shape or form a draw. I gave Adames 6 rounds, man. I don't think Hamzah Sheeraz did enough to win that fight. And you can see at the end of the fight, you can see by his facial expression, body language, his cornerman, the coach, everyone, they did not believe that they won that fight. Carlos Adames got robbed. Do you know what I mean? And that's so unfair. Listen, I've been a big fan of Turkey al-Sheikh. I like what these men are doing with Riyadh season. They're putting on all the best fights. It's been going great so far. You know what I mean? The ship's been sailing smoothly. Please, I'm begging you, I'm asking you, do not start going back here to past decision, to past mistakes. Please. Do you know what I mean? I know Hamzah Sheeraz, he's the poster boy for Riyadh season. Do you know what I mean? He's the flagship. He's that guy. He's the flag bearer. Do you know what I mean? But come on, he lost. That was never a draw. Hamzah Sheeraz was not at that level for this fight. He didn't throw enough punches. He wasn't throwing combinations. He was sticking his jab out there that kept missing. Adames was walking him down. Do you know what I mean? He landing the jabs, the power punches. Like, it wasn't, I wouldn't say it was the most entertaining fight. It was of the card, but Carlos Adames did enough to win that fight. Do you know what I mean? The fact that it was a draw and one judge gave it 15-14 to Hamzah Sheeraz is just a disgrace, man. And I've been talking to the people. I've been talking to a lot of boxing fans. I go on TikTok. I'm doing lives. I'm speaking to the fans. I'm going to be honest with you. Even Hamzah Sheeraz fans say that he lost. Do you know what I mean? About 99% of the people, boxing fans, saying that Hamzah Sheeraz lost. Like, I don't know what the judges were watching. Seriously. And also, like, the commentary from Sky Sports. Oh, my God. Like, mate, bad commentary. I don't think I'm watching the next pay-per-view on Sky Sports, man, because their commentary was just rubbish, man. The things they were talking about, I don't know what fight they were watching, but them guys don't know shit about boxing, man. They don't. And I'm keeping it real. Sky Sports, the commentators, whoever you had on there, I don't know who them guys were. They don't know shit about boxing. I'm going to have to find a different option next time. Do you know what I mean? They had Hamzah Sheeraz winning, I believe. The way they were talking, every time Hamzah Sheeraz threw a punch, you'd be like, oh my God, they were hyping it up. But Carlos Adames was putting in work, man. And they wasn't even saying nothing about it. It wasn't fancy work. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like an agenda or something like that. Listen, I understand Hamzah Sheeraz is the hype boy, innit? He's the guy they're trying to build up and all that, yeah. But listen, the guy lost the fight. He wasn't good enough. Carlos Adames, he's the champion. Do you know what I mean? Hamzah Sheeraz did not do it. If you don't beat the champion convincingly, you shouldn't be getting a draw, mate. Do you know what I mean? But listen, I'm gonna just read out the fight stats. Let's look at the numbers. Let's look. By the way, I go with my eyes in it. What I see with my eyes. I don't always go with stats. I go with what I see with my eyes. What I saw with my eyes, blatantly, clearly, like, I don't care. Carlos Adames won that fight. But let's look at the cards. Let's look at the stats and the punches thrown. Let's see if Carlos Adames had the advantage in that department also. Do you know what I mean? So let's look at, I've got the numbers here from compubox. Once again, every time I read out these stats, this number, I always leave the link in the description. So if you're at home and you wanna check out the numbers yourself, just go to the description. The link is gonna be left on there, so you can check it out and make up your own mind. Do you know what I mean? Just in case you didn't watch the fight live, you can check out the stats. So now let's go. So let's look at the total number of punches thrown. So for Carlos Adames, he threw 509 punches in the fight. He landed 143 punches. Yeah. Out of the 143 punches, he landed 73 to the body. Yeah, that's a why 28.1% landing accuracy, the rate of the punches landed. 28%, yeah. So we go to Hamzah Sheeraz in terms of his punches landed. Hamzah Sheeraz threw 490 punches. So he threw what? He threw just about 20 punches less than Carlos Adames. Yeah, so he threw 490. Out of the 490, he landed 135. So again, he landed less punches. And out of those punches to the body, he landed 9. So out of 490 punches, he landed 9 to the body. Yeah, these are the total punches I'm talking about. Now, when it comes to total jabs, Carlos Adames, he threw 252 jabs. Out of the 252 jabs, he landed 53 jabs. Yeah, out of the 53 jabs, he landed 28 jabs to the body. Yeah, so that's a percentage of 21% accuracy for Carlos Adames. Yeah, now Hamzah Sheeraz threw 87 jabs. Yeah, sorry, not 87. He threw 323 jabs. Out of the 323 jabs, he only landed 87, and 4 of them he landed to the body. A percentage of 26.9. Do you know what I mean? So Hamzah Sheeraz threw way more jabs, but he landed less. If we're looking at like in terms of percentages, who threw more, who threw less. So even though, what's my guy's name? Carlos Adames threw less jabs, but he landed at a higher percentage. So therefore, he outlanded Hamzah Sheeraz anyway. Let's move on to the power punches. Now, when it comes to the power punches, Carlos Adames, he landed 257 power punches, yeah? Sorry, he didn't land. He threw 257 power punches. Out of the 257 power punches, he landed 90 power punches. Now, out of the 90, 45 of the power punches went to the body. So half of Carlos Adames' power punches were to the body. And we can see why, innit? When you're fighting a tall, lanky guy, rangy guy, you want to target the body. It's like the tree. Start from the bottom, start chopping it up, and then go to the top. Do you know what I mean? So for Hamzah Sheeraz, he threw a total of 167 power punches. Yeah, 167 power punches. So almost half less than what Carlos Adames threw. Yeah. So out of the 167 power punches that Hamzah Sheeraz threw, 48 of them landed. 48 of them landed to, and out of the 48, only 5 of them were to the body. So he threw less power punches to the body. So Carlos Adames threw 40 more power punches to the body compared to Hamzah Sheeraz. Again, it tells the tale of the tape, because Hamzah Sheeraz, being the taller man, he's going to have to kind of go down to go to the body, so he was targeting more the head. It makes more sense. 2 short fight, it makes more sense. Do you know what I mean? But 35% punching accuracy when it comes to power punches for Carlos Adames, and 28.7% accuracy on the power punches for Hamzah Sheeraz. If we look at all the numbers, yeah, he was outpunched. Hamzah Sheeraz was outpunched. And for me personally, he was outboxed as well. Like, your eyes don't lie to you. And the numbers back up Carlos Adames. Do you know what I mean? He won that fight. He won that fight. How one judge scored it 115, 114 to Hamzah Sheeraz, I don't know. And another judge scored it 114, 114. The only guy that actually made sense, one of the judges, I think, gave 3 rounds, I believe, to Carlos Adames. Is it 3 rounds? He gave him 18-10. So one of the judges scored it 18-10 to Carlos Adames, which makes sense, which a lot of us fight fans will agree that was the correct decision from that judge. Big up that judge, 18-10 to Carlos Adames. That's exactly what it was. So I don't understand. Listen, Hamzah Sheeraz, that draw, yeah, he didn't deserve that draw. They were trying to protect his O, so he's kept his O back. I think that does more damage to the fighter, man. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, what learning does he get from that? Do you know what I mean? And also, if he's going to get a rematch, because I know Turki Al-Sheikh will probably try and give Hamzah Sheeraz another crack at the belt. Like, if he gets, I don't think he should get an immediate rematch, mate. I think Carlos Adames should be like, nah, ban that. You are not getting a rematch. I'm the champ. I won that fight. I'm moving on. Or, if you want the rematch, Carlos Adames should demand crazy money. Give me 15 million, Turki Al-Sheikh. Give me 15 million for the rematch. How about that? Because I'm taking another risk against this guy. I beat him the first time. He shouldn't even be with me, fighting with me this time. So I want all the money. Do you know what I mean? He should really milk them for millions. Do you know what I mean? For how they robbed him last Saturday. Do you know what I mean? Absolute disgrace. Listen, Turki Al-Sheikh, real season, you guys have done an amazing job. Please do not roll back the years and start bringing all this corruption, the judge, like blind judges and all that. We don't want to see that. Hamzah Sheeraz is a decent kid. He's a good fighter. Do you know what I mean? He was probably hyped up too much, yeah, but I don't think he's old that. Yeah, but he's going to have more opportunities. Still young, and he's going to have more opportunities to do bits here in the future. But that fight last Saturday, he lost that blatantly. So, I don't know, man. That was a robbery. Let me know in the comments. What do you think, man? Was Carlos Adames cheated? I think he was. I think he was robbed. And do you think they should run it back? Or should Carlos Adames say, nah, banda, I'm moving on? Do you know what I mean? Let me know in the comments. Let's have that conversation, man. Listen, I'm going to leave it at that. Like I said, I left the punch stats in the description so you can go check it out, man. Thank you so much for watching EMGM Sports. I'll see you back with another one real soon. Until then, stay blessed. Peace.